Hello again, everybody. Along with Don Sutton, Skip Carey, welcoming you to another day of Atlanta Braves baseball. Rubber game of the Yankee series from Yankee Stadium. Two good ball games in this series. Each team has won one. Two good teams in action. And the pitchers, Don, have really dominated the hitters, haven't they?
I think that's pretty much what we expected coming in here. We got out of the Braves what we expected out of Glavine. We got it out of Nagel. Maybe the surprise of the whole series, the good job that Mendoza did. He came into this ball game with an earned run average of 5. And then Kenny Rogers coming back from the Isle of Elba to give him 4 shutout innings. And then I expect more today, too. A good pitching matchup with Dwight Gooden and Greg Maddux, and most people think Greg Maddux is coming off of what may have been his best outing of the year control-wise. Inside, strikeout, outside, strikeouts, up, down on the corner, mixing all of his pitches. Maddux, the best ratio of strikes to balls that we've seen, so should continue. If you go by what has just happened, it should continue to be a good pitched ball game.
We're in the Bronx, right across from the Isle of Manhattan, and we'll be back with the starting lineups, play-by-play story, right after this.
Lineup. Bobby Cox has made this lineup card out for today's ball game. Jeff Blauser at short to lead it off. Michael Tucker again in right field will bat in the 2 spot. It's Chipper Jones at third, hitting third. Leadoff hitter Fred McGriff. Ryan Klesko in left field to follow McGriff. Andrew Jones, he has played a whale of a defense here in Yankee Stadium. He'll hit 6th, play center field. DHing again today, it's Keith Lockhart. Eddie Perez will catch, he'll bat in the 8th spot. And the 9th place hitter will be the second baseman, Mark Lemke. Whitten in left, Curtis in center, and O'Neill in right, the strongest arm of the 3, Whitten in left field. The infield, Charlie Hayes on the pine today. It'll be Wade Boggs at third. Jeter, Kelly at second, and Martinez complete the infield. Joe Girardi behind the plate. And on the mound making his 5th start, there's a look at Dwight Gooden. He's 3-0. He is averaging a little bit better than 5 innings a start. A good earned run average. The league hitting .235 against him. 9 runs allowed, 8 of them earned, 4 home runs allowed, and only 7 walks in 23 innings. Scouting report we get on Dwight Gooden is that he's not throwing quite as hard as he did in spring training, but it's a step-by-step process, and he is right back along the way to being there. His control has been good. His change of speeds. Here's what Dwight Gooden has done throughout his career. A good one-loss percentage, a good earned run average, and averaging almost a strikeout an inning for his career. That's John Hirschbeck calling the balls and strikes. Crew chief Ted Hendry down at first. Jim Joyce will be at second, and Ed Hickox will be over at third.
And hello again, everybody. Jeff Blauser will lead it off. Blauser hitting .345, 11 homers, 40 runs driven in. At all this publicity, fired a few people who really aren't fired. 3-2 pitch. He walked him in a good start for Atlanta. They'll be back at work in a couple of days. Out hands-on ownership.
The boss may have missed his calling.
Yeah. The stretch, the pitch to Michael Tucker, didn't mean to. A little dribbler to third. They go to second. He is out. Throw to first is late. He's hitting .299, 13 homers, 62 RBIs. Did that philosophy. If your ball club's so lousy you don't have a player that deserves it, it should be public knowledge. Tucker is picked off. Martinez runs him down, and Jeter tags him out. So that leadoff walk hasn't accomplished a whole lot, has it? On Chipper, still 2-1. Ground ball, but right at Kelly. He boots it, still has time, and the inning is over. A lot of action, but no hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left. Bottom of the first, no score.
Here's the Yankee batting order. Jeter, Girardi, and O'Neill, the first 3, the heart of the order. Fielder Martinez and Boggs, and the final 3, Mark Whitten, Chad Curtis, and Pat Kelly. Defensively, Klesko, Jones, and Tucker. That's A. Jones. C. Jones, Blauser, Lemke, and McGriff from third to first. Perez behind the plate, and making start number 18 a 10-3 record. An earned run average of .255. When he allows 3 or less, he is absolutely perfect. The Braves win everything. If you get more than 4 off Maddux, it's a surprise, and generally the Braves don't do well.
$15 plus shipping and handling. CNN Center, North Point Mall, Turner Field. Strike 3 call. Jeter's out of there, and he argues about it. 1 out.
This is right where Maddux left off.
Right now, anytime, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Proceeds go to the North Reheated pizza recipe probably in there again. Ground ball to second. That'll be easy. Funny hop, but Lemmer has it. 2 down. 2 out here. O'Neill just slightly to pull. 3:18 down the left field line here. 3:14 down the right field line. Ground ball. Lemke has another chance. What a play he made last night, by the way. And the inning is over. 1-2-3, nothing doing. An inning has gone by. We're scoreless in Yankee Stadium.
Don't duplicate it.
I won't. 0-1 the count to Fred McGriff leading off the second inning. On the corner at Denise. McGriff can't believe it. 1 out. Here's Klesko.
Ball might have been a better pitch than this one. This one has a little bit of a tail on it. Girardi gets some help by turning the catcher's mitt inside. He didn't push away to catch it.
It hit him, and he's at first with 1 out. He's battling a little hamstring pull already. That didn't help the situation. Runner at first, 1 out. Keith Lockhart waits on deck. Fastball. Second strikeout for Gooden, both in this inning, and Keith Lockhart the batter. Ball. These are the guys who are no longer with this team that were a big part of their success last year. And for us, Jim Leyritz.
Yeah, 3 of the 5. Jimmy Key had a great year. Leyritz is the one who almost single-handedly beat the Braves, and John Wetland, arguably the best closer in baseball last year. And now with Texas, and Leyritz with the Anaheim Angels.
The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called over the inside corner. Boy, he's got a big strike zone. Gooden strikes out the side. No hits, no runs, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second in a scoreless game. Target of some boo birds here in New York. His average is down to 260. 9 homers, 49 RBIs. He's a designated hitter. Despite the name. Ground ball to short. Blauser knows he has an eternity and throws to first. 1 out. And the aforementioned boo birds are hurt already. They won't be booing this guy. Here's Tino Martinez. Martinez at 307. No homers in this series. No RBIs. He still has 28. On 3 pitches. He thought that was low. He just shakes his head as he walks away.
The argument on this one, though, movement right back over the inside corner, and again the limited movement by Eddie Perez, framing that strike and just settling it in right in the middle of the chest protectors.
2 out, nobody aboard. Line, short hop. Blauser bobbles, recovers, and throws him out. And the inning is over. Jeff stayed with that ball nicely. Maddux has set down 6 men in a row, and at the end of 2, no score.
Better at it than any of the others.
On 3 pitches, Perez is out of there. 4 strikeouts for Gooden. 3 of them looking.
It is a pitcher's day. Get 2 strikes and throw it in the neighborhood.
1.
See, if you know that, you walk up there and you
That's
expand
right.
your strike zone. It's the same for everybody. Expand it a little bit and put the bat on it.
We've got great, knowledgeable fans, enthusiastic fans. Ground ball to first. Martinez will take it himself and will win the race. 2 down. I would guess that Chipper made it, and Javi made it, and Blauser made it, and Maddux made it, and Nagel made it. The 1-0. Swung and lined down the right field line. Trouble if it's fair. It is a fair ball into the corner. Blauser on his way to second. O'Neill gets it in. It's a stand-up double as Blauser continues his good work.
And wait for one down the middle. That's the same pitch that they've been getting rung up on, but instead of trying to pull it, Jeff just reached out and slapped it down the right field line. Take the strike zone that's given to you and hit accordingly, and he did.
And in a way, it's good for baseball because it makes the hitters more aggressive, and the game moves along at a good pace. And as Blauser just proved, you can still hit the ball. It's not that bad.
Strike zone's not the same every day.
He keeps a book of the pitchers and of the umpires.
It'll be a packed outhouse, won't it?
Yeah, I think it is outside. 3-1 the count. He walked him, and Chipper Jones has a chance to do some damage here with 2 out. Second walk of the game for Gooden. So he's in a little 2-out trouble. Chipper grounded to second on his initial trip to the plate. Miss old John. He's a good guy. Line drive left center. That's going to get down and fall. A run will score. Tucker races for third. Here comes the throw. He's in there easily. Chipper stays at first. And the Braves draw first blood. All this with 2 out.
Had a good at bat. Chipper Jones gets a hanging breaking ball. Little inside out swing. Good hustle by Curtis. And good hustle by Michael Tucker. Here we see him again taking the extra base when it isn't automatic.
Richmond won last night 5-4. Brad Woodall got the win. Scott Brow his 10th save. Durham lost to Salem 11-5, and Macon beat Asheville 8-7. The 2-2 pitch. Runners lead. Here it is. Swung, ground ball to short. That'll end the inning. Jeter flips it to Kelly, and the inning is over. But the Braves take the lead. A run on 2 hits. They leave 2, and at the end of 2.5, 1-0 Atlanta. The 1-1 pitch. Little looper. That's going to get in there for a hit. Whitten hit it off the trademark, but he dropped it into center, and the leadoff man is on for the Yanks in the 3rd, and here comes Curtis. Runner going. Pitch swung. Ground ball to second. Funny hop. Lemke has it. Throws him out. They get the runner to second base. Curtis gave himself up. College. Got him. Glavin picks off. Maddux picks off Whitten.
Watch Lemke break. Maddux turns, throws with Lemke on the move. A perfect throw. Perfect timing. Maddux shortened that by wheeling, and that's a perfect throw. If he doesn't hit the bag with that throw, they don't get him.
High fly into center. Pretty well hit, but Andrews back there. He puts it away, and the inning is over. 1 hit, but no runs, no errors, none left. 3 innings have gone by, and the Braves lead 1-0.
Did he ever play with the Braves? Ooh, I know.
Gets past Kelly into right field. The 1-0 to Andrew. Line right at Boggs out there. Throw to first. Took him a little while to unload that one. It was hit so hard. And little pop on the infield. That wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Boggs has it. 2 out. Up the chute. Who wants it? Derek Jeter puts it away, and the inning is over. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Atlanta.
A reminder, our Aflac trivia question: which ex-Yankee catcher played for a total of 21 different managers in his career? Rick Cerone, 18 years in the big leagues with the Yankees from 80 through 84, in 87, and in 90. 21 managers he played for, the most anybody has played for in this century. Ken Singleton on the Yankees telecast.
A jam job. Whoa, but Fred comes down on the base, 1 away. The 2-1 pitch. Little looper into right field. It's going to get down for a hit. Tucker looks at first, but Girardi had hustled down the line. He had no chance to get him. A Chipper Jones single has driven in the game's only run to this point. Line drive. Blauser, an amazing play. Out there, and the inning is over. What a job all the way around. 6-4-3. A brilliant play by Blauser and a great pivot by Lemke. The inning comes to a close. That is major league play there, folks. The end of 4, 1-0 Atlanta.
First of all, it looks like he has no chance to get to this ball, but once he does get to it, watch Lemke at second. A lot of second basemen couldn't have turned that because they would have already committed to one way of doing it. But Lemke gets there, waits the throw, backs out after tagging the bag so that he opens up to throw to first and gets out of the way.
Dan Regan, our director today. Glenn Diamond, the coordinating producer of Braves Baseball, is on hand to produce. Dan returns to Atlanta to rest up after the game, and Lonnie Dale will fly into Montreal to do that portion of the series. Jeter to first, 1 out. You haven't visited any farms, have you?
No.
Okay. High fly center field. Curtis back a few steps, but he puts it away for the second out. It's hit into a force play, and he is walked. High pop left side may be playable. Long run for Witten over near the fence. Leaps in, cannot make the catch. Just missed down and in. Runner at first with 2 out for Jones. Driving in his 63rd run of the year.
This field is crowned so that it slopes toward the left field line.
There's a rifle shot into right. That's going to get to the wall, but Tucker will not be able to score. Chipper's going to try for second. They got a shot at him there. He is out. And the inning is over. 9-6, and the inning comes to a close. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left. Another base running mistake. Bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Atlanta.
Fielder grounded to short his first time up.
I thought Joe Torre had the right words to describe this series the way it's been played so far. He said the intensity of it is well beyond what you normally get in regular season games.
A series, no matter who they're playing. Grounded to second. Lemke's got it. Easy play, 1 out. First time up. Hitters have gone up there a little more aggressive the last time through the order.
And on the edge of the corner, but got the call.
2-1 pitch, bounce to McGriff. Maddux right there, 2 down. Wade Boggs made a terrific play on a line drive hit right at him, more in self-defense than anything else. Boggs tries to fight off a fastball inside, but Chipper's got it. That'll do it. An easy inning for Greg Maddux. The Yankees go in order. We've played 5 and the Braves still lead 1-0. Sends a fly ball to fairly deep left field, but Mark Whitten has a beat on this one and makes the catch. 1 out in the 6th. Singled in the 4th.
This game probably means a little more to Dwight Gooden than an ordinary middle of the season game since he didn't get a chance.
Todd Stottlemyre's dad. The 1-2 pitch. Deep to right. This might have a chance. It's got a definite chance. Look out, upper deck. 2-0 Atlanta. Pete, it looked like he didn't even get extended on that ball. It looked like he fought it off a little bit and still hit it in the upper deck.
World at this one.
Why don't you pull his hands in?
But he got it up in the air. Look at that. Look at how tightly his hands were to his body. He got the pitch up and in, got the fat part of the bat on it though, and drives it about 2 rows into the upper deck.
We wish them well. Send them our best on the holiday. Called strike 3. Andrew down on strikes for the 2nd time.
The fact that he did not get his best swing on that one, but still managed to find the upper deck here at Yankee Stadium.
Line to left field. Good piece of hitting by Lockhart. Base hit. You know what, Pete? If I hit one on the upper deck at Yankee Stadium, not playing here any more than Ryan gets to, I think I'd be doing some talking and walking too. Eddie tries to tomahawk a high pitch, but hits it right back to Gooden, and the inning comes to an end. But the Braves add to their lead. They get a run on a home run by Klesko. They strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 Atlanta. Hard hit to Lemke. Boots it. Recovers. Got him.
Well, he just came up empty when he tried to field it cleanly, but it didn't roll that far away from him. He was able to recover and throw out Whitten. And Greg Maddux has still faced the minimum here. Whitten picked off in the third, and after the base hit by Girardi, the double play took care of him.
Strike. Chipper Jones was telling me about that throw he made last night. I was kidding him about it. I said, well, when you make an error, boy, you make a good one, don't you? The 1-2 pitch struck him out. Greg Maddux records his third strikeout.
Been as impressive as we've seen since he's come over to Atlanta.
Another easy inning if he can throw out Kelly. He does. Doesn't get much easier than that. A grounder to second, a strikeout, a grounder to the pitcher. He is on a roll. We go to the 7th. 2-0.
Hitting Braves leading at 2-0. Lemke has grounded out twice today. Once to first, once to short. Drives this one down the right field line. That's going to one-hop the wall out there. Lemke around first. He'll hold on. They've seen Paul O'Neill's arm once today. Did not want to test it again. Blauser squares and gets the bunt down right out in front. Girardi's going to try second. Gets him down there. Good play, Joe Girardi.
Right on the nose. Plus, it was not a real good bunt either. It was only about 2 feet out in front of home plate. Right in line for Girardi to come out from behind home plate and get him. Absent in terms of having guys on base. Tom Glavine worked out of the stretch all night.
Here's the 1-2 to Tucker. Strike 3 called outside corner, and Tucker didn't like that call. But inside outside quite wide.
Yeah, that was a little bit like the one that was called on Andrew Jones when he struck out in the 6th inning. It had some movement.
Today or tonight. Hopefully this won't be it. And this one popped up. Derek Jeter drifting back. Stays with it, makes the catch. And that's all for Atlanta in the 7th inning stretch time here at Yankee Stadium, with the Braves leading it 2-0. He has struck out and rounded out to third. He's been a red-hot hitter. 5 for 11 still in the series. Now the 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball. He hasn't thrown many of those today. How about that pitch? 4th strikeout for Greg Maddux.
Jeter certainly wasn't ready for that one. Caused him to lock his front leg. He got out there, kind of stiffened up a little bit, and then had to reach for the ball.
1 gone in the 7th. Actually, it's raining here. It's really just kind of a mist. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 5 for Greg Maddux. He's making the pitches. He's getting the calls. 2 down. Bottom of the 7th.
Drop his bat on this one. That was a pretty good pitch. Pitch count with respect to strikes on Maddux today.
I'll give it to you in a second. There's a ground ball slowly hit out toward second. Comes right up to Mark Lemke. And a very easy inning for Greg Maddux. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. Still 2-0 going to the 8th. Record of 1-1, ERA of 4.12. Lloyd worked an inning here last night. Set the Braves down 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. And Fred McGriff. Here's the 1-2. Down and strikes McGriff. And you can see the hitters, especially when they get 2 strikes on them.
Today, launched one in the upper deck.
Lloyd on to first, gets Klesko, 2 down. Mel Stottlemyre on the bullpen phone to see if Nelson was ready. So Lloyd did his job. He came in and got out the 2 left-handers, striking out Fred McGriff and getting Ryan Klesko to comebacker. And now Jeff Nelson will make his way in from the Yankee bullpen. Big hard thrower. He is 6'8", 235 pounds, originally in the Seattle organization. And just to show you that first impressions may not be the correct ones, you look at the way his career started out. He had no record his rookie year, 1984, splitting that between Great Falls and Bradenton. In 1985, he went 0-5 with an ERA of close to 6. That was at Bradenton. In 1986, he went 0-7 with an ERA close to 7 at Bakersfield. So his first 3 years in professional ball, he was 0-12. Then he
Nelson tough on right-handers. Sidearm delivery. Throws hard. Has a good slider.
Here comes the 0-2 on the way, and that's all for Andrew Jones. Nelson comes in and disposes of Andrew on 3 pitches. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Braves still lead it 2-0.
Still a little suspect on that pitch with respect to the call from Hirschbeck.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 call. Fielder caught looking and is not happy.
Here and he starts, and this is his 18th start of the year.
On Joe Girardi in the 4th, Cecil Fielder in the 5th, Tino Martinez in the 5th, and now Tino Martinez here in the 8th. Andrew Jones makes the grab. Deepest part of the ballpark. You've really got to launch one to hit one out there. Strike.
And after the
here's the 0-1. Jammed him. He pops it up. Shallow right field. Lemke going back. Tucker coming on. Tucker calls him off. Makes the catch. Another very easy inning. 73 pitches is all it's taken Greg Maddux to shut down the Yankees through 8. Lockhart 1 for 3, a single his last time up. That along with, of course, the great tradition of this stadium. Here's the 0-2 to Lockhart. Toward third. Nice play again by Wade Boggs. He's been a couple of beauties today, and the good defense continues on both sides. 1 down.
He doesn't get enough credit for his good glove work. He's won a couple of gold gloves, and that was a nice play right there.
Now Eddie Perez is 0 for 3. 9th for the Yankees. Mark Whiten, Chad Curtis, Pat Kelly. Popped up foul, first base side. Martinez may have a play. Over near the railing, reaching in. Did he hang on or not? No, he didn't. He came out of there with the ball, but didn't fool Ted Hendry. Nelson strikes him out. Second strikeout for Nelson. That is strikeout number 9 today for Yankees pitching. Lemke hits one high in the air to left. Mark Whiten drifting back. He'll have a play out there. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nelson. Nelson retires all 4 hitters he faces. And look at Greg Maddux already on his way to the mound before the Yankees even clear the field. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 call. Inside corner. That one came back. Whiten shaking his head, but Maddux records his 7th strikeout. 1 gone, bottom of the 9th inning, and Chad Curtis will be the hitter. Watch the movement here.
That was the thing Jeff Blauser talked about in that game against Philadelphia, Pete. He said after the first batter, when Otero got a double, he said from that point on, Greg's pitches had as much movement on them as he had seen when he was in his prime, when he was really rolling a couple of years ago in Cy Young years.
Little tap over the mound. That's going to get through. Base hit center field. Coming out of the New York Yankee dugout. Just reactivated before today's game. Bernie Williams will bat for Pat Kelly.
Charlie Hayes had a bat, and had Chad Curtis not reached, Charlie Hayes was going to hit, but with a tying run coming to the plate, Joe Torre called back Hayes, and it's going to be Bernie Williams.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Strike 3 called, and Bernie Williams arguing with Hirschbeck.
There's the pitch. Came inside, had enough movement on it. Bernie Williams has been watching what's going on today and reacts. Ball had plenty of the plate.
Yes, it did.
That was an outstanding pitch that had plenty of the plate.
2 men out, runner at first. And the last hope for the Yankees is Derek Jeter, who has struck out twice and grounded out to third. 8 strikeouts today for Greg Maddux.
Working him away. They'll try to keep him honest.
There goes Curtis. Little bouncing ball out towards second. Lemke's got it on to first. And Greg Maddux has shut out the New York Yankees. Braves take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, And they hold this very good offensive Yankee team to just 2 runs in the 3 games.
Our AutoZone player of the game, as you might suspect, is Greg Maddux. Took him only 2 hours and 8 minutes to dispose of the Yankees. Gave up only 3 hits, one of those in the 9th, to break up a string of 14 in a row that he had set down, and he recorded 8 strikeouts. Good movement on his fastball all day long. Fielder, Martinez, even his former catcher Joe Girardi suffered today. And Maddux, his last 2 starts, only 1 run allowed in 18 innings. He is on quite a roll. The Braves take 2 out of 3 from the Yanks, head to Montreal now. And Pete and I will be back to wrap things up from Yankee Stadium right after this.